Hello, good morning, or whatever time it is when you're watching this video. Um, I want to share my thoughts on Narcotics Anonymous, and um, I'm going to attempt to answer the question: um, can Narcotics Anonymous solve your drug problem? Okay. First of all, a little bit about me. I um, I think I first started attending Narcotics Anonymous meetings 1974, 1975. I don't remember exactly because it's so long ago. And I did start attending regularly in 1976 within an institution, CRC. And uh, I had been a drug addict for about 12 years. And the last the last time I shot drugs was um, I'd have to look it up, but about April of 1976. So by my reckoning, that's over 48 years ago. And I attended Narcotics Anonymous meetings in the institution that I was in. And I remember there was one NA member that came in, a lady, and she said, "Well, just come to meetings and substitute your addiction to drugs to an addiction to meetings." And that is usually about what happens. And that's not the same thing as solving your drug problem. Um, Now, later on the streets, I went to NA meetings, went to some 1977. I went to some NA meetings in the treatment center, and there were outside people there too. Nobody was staying clean. Uh, and I had had so many bad experiences with drug addicts. Frankly, I didn't want to be around them. And so I went to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. And uh, yeah, I made a, yeah, I have another video why I left AA, but you can check that out if you want. But I'll just confine my thoughts to NA at this time. So, and for a long time, I didn't frequent uh, NA because I was going to AA. But later on, I did in the 1990s and the 2000s, and um, I was an H&I chairman, and uh, I went to meetings uh, weekly. Um, so but well, I did. So I know whereof I speak. I guess that's the point I'm making. And uh, there are there are people that stay clean in Narcotics Anonymous, but staying clean is not the same thing as really um, resolving your drug problem, resolving the, the deep-seated issues that are there. It's not, and 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 it's just not the solution to the problem. And and if you go to Narcotics Anonymous, I think any if you go, yeah, I think you'll find that um, there's some pretty sick people there. And okay, and some of the ideas that Narcotics Anonymous promotes, um, addiction is a disease. Uh, that's just not true. Look, we live in a very corrupt culture. We live in a very sick society. And what happens to people, they go to drug treatment centers, And the usual course of the drug treatment centers is to um, um, expose him to um, Narcotics Anonymous meetings and um, the disease concept and all the rest of it. And and frankly, what it is, and this includes the treatment centers, it's the blind leading the blind. Addiction's not a disease. It's never been a disease, and you don't. Uh, it's just not true. So, yes, the drug addict, the alcoholic, they're sick, but they're spiritually sick. It's not some kind of strange, mysterious physical ailment. And so, and some of the ideas that are outlined in the 12 steps are true. Number one, no human power is going to be able to help you, and God could and would if he was sought. That that's all true. That's all true. And I just don't think you're going to find the the teaching that you need to really recover in Narcotics Anonymous, or even Alcoholics Anonymous for that matter. And so the I mean, if the blind lead the blind, won't they both fall in a ditch? So um, both NA and AA, they're both programs are very accepting of homosexuality, and um, that's not spiritual. You're just not going to find it there. So, but That's the usual. I mean, that's the sad state of affairs of addiction treatment in the United States of America. So, what's really needed is for a person to find um, um, what's called repentance in their heart, and that is um, you, you you have to seek God, and you have to find that repentance and forgiveness for your past life, and that takes um, some special knowledge and some special understanding to be able to lead a person there. So, I mean, if you're going to Narcotics Anonymous meetings, please don't get offended by my video. Um, I suppose it's better for a person to be attending Narcotics Anonymous meetings than to be sticking a needle in your arm. But you you're probably not going to find what you need for a new life there. So maybe the question might be, um, what do you do to find this new life, a new life where you're not where you're guided by the Spirit and not guided by the dark side? Well, if you could find a good church that can teach you that, then um, that would be good. But um, maybe finding a good church is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. So, but yes, a good church with with a with a godly minister who could possibly lead you to that. But I don't know. You watch. I have some other videos here, and I'm not trying to sell um, anything to anybody. I'm not trying to get anything out of this. I'm just trying to kind of, well, it's sort of like this. If you were lost in the forest and had no hope of getting out of the forest, but you found your way out of the forest, and you knew there were other people still trapped in the forest, uh, that screaming out for help and wanted to know the way out. Um, uh, you might want to share that with them. So um, I guess that's the purpose of my video. So um, um, I have some other videos. If you want to know more, you can look on you can look at some of my other videos here. Uh, there's one, post-traumatic stress, the cause of addiction, that where I talk about um, um, uh, the childhood problems that lead a person into becoming a drug addict in the first place, and you might find that valuable. But anyhow, um, wherever you are and whoever you are, um, I hope you stay clean, and you might want to uh, uh, instead of going to meetings, you might want to just get yourself a Bible and start reading um, Matthew, Mark, Luke. Start reading those things, and maybe your eyes will open some. Uh, that's all I can suggest at this time. And yeah, so I hope you find some value in this, and you can put your comments down there if you want.